What up, my people? It's your boy Leo. I'm here with Ray, and welcome to another episode of Roll Up and Wrestle. Enjoy the show.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Today we are talking about the rivalry between Triple H and The Rock. Very famous rivalry, very long rivalry, many matches, but yet not one WrestleMania match.
Yeah, they have one.
They had a WrestleMania match?
Mm-hmm.
When?
The Fatal 4-Way.
Not one singles WrestleMania match between the two.
Well, there you go.
Better said?
Yeah, edit yourself. That's good.
This rivalry is, I don't know, I think it's Triple H's best rivalry because it's the longest and it's the most, do I want to say entertaining?
You think this is his best rivalry?
Yeah, I do believe it's better than Cactus.
Well, I don't even think that's his best rivalry.
What do you think is his best rivalry?
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn? You think him and Shawn had the best rivalry?
Out of his career? I think so. But The Rock one paved the way to what he is today.
Yeah, that's why I'm picking The Rock.
But overall wise, Shawn's was more. There's more details to it.
There's a lot more backstory to it than anything.
But this one in particular with The Rock, it just made both of them at the time where Austin was hurt.
Yeah, this rivalry was something good to watch, though.
It was a good 6 years. Started in '96 when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley and he was rocking my Via. And then it ended up to what we're watching right now, the Iron Man match for the WWF title.
In 2000.
Mm-hmm. That's how long the rivalry was. They had the classic ladder match at SummerSlam. They had a few other good ones, but this one in particular, this made the both of them.
Yeah, I never understood why they never had that match at WrestleMania.
Well, they were scheduled to have the singles match at WrestleMania 2000. That was the main event, even with Austin injured. Even if he wasn't, that was the plan. And WrestleMania 35 was supposed to do the tag team match. It was supposed to be him and Ronda versus Hunter and Steph, but that one, Hollywood. The other one, I don't know what happened. Maybe Vince was just like, I need to throw more stars in here since I just lost Austin, but they could have pulled it off. I wouldn't have no problem at that time. My 10-year-old self would have just been like, cool, Triple H and The Rock. We're not missing out on nothing. Like nowadays, if The Rock was in a third straight Mania, the fans would get upset. It's like fans get upset now if you main event like 3 straight Manias, because now they're thinking like, okay, let's get used to this pattern. So like back then, it was like you made WrestleMania, it was like great. We didn't care who you were. We were like, all right, you're the main event. Vince thinks you're the guy. But if when you look at this rivalry, who had the better career? Wrestling wise,
who had the That's a good way to put it. Because if you would have said who had a better career, we all know that.
Obviously, you can't.
Wrestling wise, who had the better career?
Yeah, who do you think? I mean, there's no wrong answer.
Rock main evented. What? 4?
Rock main evented 4.
5? No, he main evented more than 4.
He main evented 4 WrestleManias.
He had the 3 with Austin.
The one he had, the third one with Austin, was not the main event.
Really?
It was not. That main event was Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. Was it a special attraction match? Yes.
Okay, so
but main event wise, The Rock has done 4.
So he has 2. So it's 2 with Austin. The Fatal 4-Way.
Oh, there he does have 5.
See, I knew there was more in there, and the 2 with Cena. So it is 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Triple H has. Oh my God, I can't remember how many main events Triple H has had.
His first one was 2000.
The Fatal 4-Way.
His next one was Jericho.
That's 2.
He had the one with Cena,
3.
Randy Orton.
4. Oh, that stupid match where it was a regular match?
Yeah.
And it should have been a street fight?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I have hiccups. Seems like I always have hiccups.
Who else? Yeah, that was it, main event wise.
And then the 2
Roman.
What is that, 5?
He main evented with Roman.
I said that makes 5, I guess.
I know
4?
the ones with Taker were not. The ones with Taker were not main event.
I know that. I know the end of the era was not, and then the one before that definitely wasn't.
I think he has the same amount as Rock.
Both had 5 WrestleManias.
All right, let's go over what Triple H had. WrestleMania, the Fatal 4-Way.
Okay, that's 1.
He then won the title against Jericho.
That's 2.
He lost to John Cena.
3.
He then beat Randy Orton
4.
and Roman Reigns.
So he has 5. So him and The Rock are both tied at 5 apiece at Mania.
Oh, no. He's got more. He main evented with Batista.
6, that's right.
When they made Batista and Cena, they crowned them the champs.
Yeah, Cena started off the night winning the title. And then Batista closed out the night winning the title.
Yeah.
You're right. So that's 6.
So he has 6, yeah. Now, it just hit me right now.
Right, so he has one more main event than Cena. If you want to sit here and talk about numbers, we can sit here and talk about numbers. I'm pretty sure The Rock's merch numbers are way higher than Triple H's ever were. I don't even gotta look that up to know that. That's a given. So Rock is winning on merch. Title reigns. Triple H has more title reigns than The Rock with world titles. So let's put that into perspective. World titles. It's hard to tell. It is really hard to narrow down who had the better career out of the two. In wrestling wise.
I'm going with Triple H.
I'm going with Triple H due to longevity. He did it longer than The Rock did. Rock did it for about 6 years. And then he transitioned over to Hollywood. And then he would come and then he would, come and disappear for a bit, back and forth between Hollywood and wrestling.
You could say The Rock's career was better, because obviously people are going to mention the Hollywood scene. But wrestling-wise, you gotta go with Triple H on this one.
Yeah, I think so
it's like
too.
A given.
I think you definitely do. Just due to longevity.
The longevity part plays a major factor, because then Triple H went on to create that, evolution.
Evolution. He made Batista a star. He made Orton a star. He had a rivalry with Shawn Michaels. He had that brutal match with Brock Lesnar later down the line.
Yeah, so he's had the better. Yeah, he had the better career, obviously.
Yeah. I think Rock was in a lot of good moments, wrestling-wise, but Hunter takes it for me.
Well, lucky enough, most of their moments are with each other, so that's the good part.
Yeah,
with Rock and Triple H. So it's like, when the Rock would ever come out now and Triple H is in the ring. Just your old self is your young self is gonna just be like, oh, they're about to give me a nice promo, like old school way.
Yeah.
Like the one they had where they were backstage talking about each other's losses to each other.
And who was beating, who was behind.
Yeah, The Rock mentions, we could do this for one, we could do one more time at a WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm just so shocked that they never had their WrestleMania match together. It really I don't know. I don't think it takes away from the rivalry at all, but it definitely I can't say asterisk. You don't want to use an asterisk in their rivalry. It's not what it does.
Well, if you think about it, they couldn't do the main event for Mania. 2000 was probably their only chance.
They don't even got a main event on WrestleMania. I'm not saying they got a main event it.
No, they have to. I believe they have to.
Just put an end to it.
No, I believe they have to.
I feel like they're...
Now, if they do it, no.
I feel like their rivalry is there was no ending chapter to it. It's still an open book.
Because they didn't have a Mania?
Because they didn't have a Mania. That's how I feel. They didn't have that singles Mania match. There's no... They didn't close the chapter on it.
Well, 2000 was their only chance. Because 2001, they ran the Austin...
No, I know that, but even if... Jesus.
And then Hunter got hurt.
Oh, yeah, that torn pec. Right?
And then he came back.
The torn quad.
And then he came back.
Rock was still around when he came back.
Yeah, but Rock had lost the title to Jericho.
They could have...
For the undisputed thing.
They could have just... Oh, man. They could have done it.
And
Somehow, someway.
And Triple H came back, beat Jericho at Mania for the belts.
Yeah, that's right.
At that time, I don't know what The Rock was doing, but... Yeah, I mean, him and Triple H went back at it a couple more times, but it wasn't really the same after that. Like, Rock became undisputed champion, but...
Isn't that the WrestleMania when The Rock fought Hogan?
Yes.
That's what Rock was
Stole
doing.
the show.
Yeah, stole the show from them completely.
They were the co-main event.
Yep.
They were right before Jericho and Triple H.
Yep, sucked the energy out of the crowd.
But that, I mean, in that one, that was just a risk they took. They didn't expect the match to be as good as they thought.
Nobody did.
So then when they realized that Triple H himself was like, oh man, we're going to have a dead crowd. Like, we could pull off a good match, but the crowd's going to be dead. It's only going to be happy enough for like our spots. That's it. Like Hogan Rock done took all of it out. But yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, 2000 was their only chance. Because in 2002, they went with Jericho's champion. Triple H beats him.
03.
Well, 03, Rock was gone already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was it. He was gone by SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Brock took him out, and that was it. So they couldn't even do nothing after that. I
know he makes another appearance, though. I know he comes back.
If Rock stays that year, maybe you could do it.
Wasn't the main event Kurt and
Lesnar?
And Lesnar?
That was the main event. Brock won the Rumble.
Who was Triple H wrestling that year?
Triple H wrestled Booker.
Yeah, you could have done it
for the world title.
You could have done it then.
That was the shovel?
Yeah, the shovel match. The golden shovel match, I like to call it.
They said Triple H was like, I'm not losing to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, okay, you're not going to lose.
Yep.
And that was that night. It was that night that. And Rock fought Austin. That was Austin's last match, yep. That WrestleMania.
Oh, no, so you can't do it that year, man. You can't do it that year. Jesus, man.
And Austin chose Rock.
Yeah, I know Austin was going to choose The Rock. That'd be his last match. That was a given. Ain't no one could be upset at that. No one could feel like, oh, I should have been the one. No. We all know it's The Rock. They have magic, especially when they're at WrestleManias.
Yeah, that was... I mean, so yeah, I guess you could never know when they were going to have that match. But it was possible. It was possible. I don't know why they... I mean, I get the whole, like, add extra stars. We lost Austin 2000, but Rock Triple H, that could have easily been your main event. Did well.
Yeah, definitely did. By the way, they're in Louisville, Kentucky in this match.
For the Iron Man?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, is that the Kentucky Wildcats
arena? Freedom Hall, yeah.
It is, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, because they have McDonald's signed up. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is their arena. Oh, wait, they got Bud Light there? What's going on in this arena?
Yeah, Freedom Hall.
Yeah, see? I was bugging because I seen the scoreboard. I'm like, Louisville, Kentucky? What basketball team plays in Louisville, Kentucky? I can only think of one. That's just a side note as we're watching the match.
Well, they have two teams, but Kentucky plays in that one. You got Kentucky and Louisville, the actual college.
I wasn't thinking about them. No. They were the last place I was thinking of.
I was pretty shocked they actually ran the Iron Man match. I didn't think the two had it in them to run an Iron Man.
I think this is one of the worst Iron Man matches I've seen.
Well, it's only the other hour one they had, I believe.
At the time, yeah.
This was the second one after Shawn and Brett.
Yeah, I know. There's only two. Oh, the fan got in the way. You seen that? I never noticed that.
Wow.
Yo,
He went after Rock.
This crowd is crazy.
Well, at that time, that's the that's the
There's
risk.
a lot of drunk people in the crowd right now.
Shawn keeps looking back like, yo,
people keep on touching him.
Who's he waiting for?
I have no idea. He's just...
Both of them are right in front of him. Oh, there he is. Oh, but that fan is definitely gone.
I don't know. I don't think so. It didn't look like they took him away.
Oh,
That was crazy.
he grabbed the Rock a little too crazy there.
Yeah, look.
They took him out. They took him out. You know how you get it when the hard TV side shows the fans looking that little aisleway going up.
Yeah, they start looking to see what's going on.
Somebody definitely went. Somebody left the building. This is great. What makes it better too is that you knew Shawn was in the match, and it was just like something was gonna happen. He was gonna do something. He's undefeated as a referee and messing things up.
Yeah, even in this match, he messes things up.
It's just funny. What's good too about this rivalry, I mean, every rivalry in WWE does this, but you could bring back superstars that have been out. So now obviously this one, the Undertaker makes his return.
Yeah, I think he was away from storyline was he got suspended, but he was really out with an injury.
Yeah. And he didn't come out because the dead man.
Yeah.
So that's what made this one exciting. But yeah, back to what I was saying though. I was very shocked. I thought this would be like a street fight or, but then again.
They had the ladder match for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
They had their regular matches throughout Raw and SmackDown.
They've had regular matches, yeah. They've had it since the very beginning.
Yeah. The Iron Man match,
They had the steel cage match 2 weeks beforehand at Rebellion. They had the cage match in London. Triple H wins because Bulldog helps.
Oh, that's when Bulldog makes his return for no apparent reason. And he's wearing the jeans.
Yes, he wore the jeans in this one.
He wore the jeans and stuff. And he just looked so out of place and so out of character.
Yeah, it was just bad, but they went with it. I guess he was the hometown boy and whatnot. Shawn was just looking like he was waiting to do his spot. Like, he could care less about what was going on. He knew, like...
Shawn's just getting a paycheck at this moment.
Shawn's like, let me BS the first 30 minutes and then whatnot. So I was like, alright, cool. The King doesn't age, that's great.
Yeah, so back to this Iron Man match. The reason why I don't like it is because there's way too many falls. Way too many for my liking.
But you gotta be different from the first one.
I get it. You gotta be different from the first one. I get the first one was 0-0, went into overtime, went into sudden death. And I think Brett was the one who came out victorious 1-0.
No, Shawn.
Okay.
Shawn won the title.
Shawn comes out victorious 1-0.
I don't even think they had a pin. They didn't have nothing. They fought for 60 whole minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They fought for 60 minutes. Then they have the
They have the sudden death.
They have the sudden death, and then Shawn picks up the victory.
Yeah, sure.
1-0. That's the final score. 1-0. With this, you could have done 2-1, 3-2, but it was like 6-5 or something in this moment, in this match. Oh, it's when Triple H gets counted out.
In a way, it works out because of the simple fact they've been fighting each other.
So look, score is 5-4.
Yeah,
That's just too many falls for me.
all right, but
Too many
a
falls.
count out. That's perfect. He is beaten up.
3-2. You could have just done 3-2. One be a count out, one be the
I
disqualification.
kind of understand the high score because they've been facing each other throughout God knows how long by this point.
Their careers, basically.
No, but at this point in the story, like just in this one in general, like they were fighting long enough to know each other's stuff, when to counter it and make their move. So I understand why they went from that low scoring 1-0 actual technical match to now.
No, I would have never put this out 1-0.
No, I meant the first one went 1-0 sudden death.
Okay.
So Vince saw it as, all right, I gave you like a defensive version of the match. I gave you straight technical wrestling and then one pinfall. So now this next one
It's all
was
offensive.
Triple H and the guy like The Rock, which anything he did at the time, the fans was gonna give it a pop. Each pinfall just made sure the fans were in it, like boom, boom, boom. Now remember, this is not at a WrestleMania. He did design for that. This is a Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
This is a Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. What a pay-per-view. I missed that pay-per-view. Oh, what a DDT.
He got a pinfall with the DDT too.
Yeah, I know. Rock threw a very pretty DDT.
Of course.
Rock Spinebuster. That sets up the people's elbow. Crowd is going ape shit.
This is where I thought right there. I thought Shawn was gonna
kick him again.
I thought he was
A lot of people thought that because he did that in the SmackDown match.
And then that's where he tied it. 2-minute warning.
They had a stupid buzzer as the bell.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Buzzer as
As the pinfalls.
As the
Oh
pinfall.
my god. I guess, right? Just to distinguish the falls and the end of the match, and the beginning of the match.
Yeah. Then again, man, they were in. They had to figure out something.
All right, so Rock hit Shawn there.
Vignettes stopped playing.
No one's noticing what's going on. They have no idea. Look, stuff is being thrown, and now we get the vignettes. That thing is so loud, like, and they're still beating up on The Rock. And The Undertaker made his way on a motorcycle. This was so wild.
The badass of the Americans.
Yeah, look, now here comes Taker to clear
Oh,
out the
but
ring.
he cleans house.
Yeah, he cleans house. One after the other. Pac, Road Dogg, Triple H, get out of here, Shane, get choke
Shane
slam.
goes for a ride.
Here goes a choke slam for for Shane. Vince, what are you, what are you doing, Vince? Get punched in the face, roll out the ring. Beach Ball Mania's going on the bottom. Stuff is being thrown around. Like, this got wild. This got wild. Oh, look, it's Stephanie. Stephanie goes for a ride. Triple H is so tired that he punched Undertaker and it did nothing to him. So look, now here comes Shawn. He notices the choke slam. Tombstone's Triple H and rings the bell.
That's what I don't get.
Now rewind it a little bit. Go back a little bit. I want to show you something. Just rewind it.
I know what you're going to show me because I was about to tell you.
Or what
The time's already up when he does the tombstone.
Yeah.
He
You can see it
doesn't.
in the back. You can see it in the back right there. That's good enough. You can see it in the back. Look.
All right.
So we're at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Match is over. Look at the top. Match is done. So he probably saw him when he did the choke slam, and that's what he called the bell for, which makes no
right
sense.
there, that was the buzzer.
But
The buzzer sounded, and then he rings the bell. That's why I don't. It's like, well, how can you?
this was, I don't know. The ending was a little botched, a bit.
I really thought out of this too, you was gonna get Shawn and Undertaker again, because Undertaker looks at Shawn in the end after he tells after Taker finds out Triple H still won the match.
Yeah, but doesn't Shawn leave for a bit too?
I believe so. He does.
Because I think we don't see Shawn until like 2002.
That's what I got from this. I thought the whole point was for these two to keep going. Sean will be busy with Taker. Now that Taker's back. Oh, yeah, here he is. He's like, hold up.
Yep.
The Rock's like, what?
He's like, WTF?
He's like, bro, I just got beat up by like 6 people in 2 minutes.
Look, people throwing their drinks in the ring.
Yeah, right here. This is
Look at all the garbage flying into the ring.
Taker's like, boy.
Look at all this garbage flying into the ring by the fans.
Yeah, people wanted the Rock.
Look, people are throwing things at Sean.
People wanted the Rock to be champion. Remember, the Rock won the belt and lost in like 3 weeks right after. And then after that, it was like, you didn't know when he was getting it.
Yeah.
Him and Rock, him and Triple H were just switching the title defenses. Like, all right, it's your turn now. My turn. McMahon's on the other hand, like, well, when is Steve coming back? But, I mean, it worked out for both of them.
This was such a great rivalry.
I mean, either way, both of them are Mount Rushmores for the Attitude Era. Like, if each era had their own Mount
Rushmore of Attitude Era?
Them two are up there. Triple H and The Rock are up there.
Triple H, Rock, Austin, and Taker. Those will have to be the 4.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put no one else up there. The 4 pillars of the Attitude Era. Even though they had 7 guys who could have held that belt and lead the way.
Yeah, Triple H, Rock, Austin, Taker. Yeah. That's definitely the Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the rivalry worked out. Could have been longer, obviously. Was it long enough? I believe so.
I just think they should have
You
had
were
that.
right. They should have had their WrestleMania Showtime match. They truly deserved it for everything they've done. But looking back at it, you consider it a top 10 rivalry?
Top 10? Yeah, I said it. It's Triple H's best rivalry.
But you have a top 10 all time? Like,
Of all time? All time, no, I can't put it up there because they don't have that Mania match. They don't cut it for me.
there's a lot of rivalries that don't have a Mania match.
Yeah, but not all of them are in the top 10.
Or even if they did, the Mania
All my
match,
top 10 rivalries have a Mania match.
and I bet 6 of them, the Mania match was terrible.
Probably was.
So I wouldn't even count it.
Probably was. But it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it worked out for both of them. One's the highest paid actor, the other one's about to own the company whenever Vince wants to give it up. So it's working out fine for both of them.
For everybody. All good all good people.
Company's in good hands.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed what you heard, hit that subscribe button, turn on notification bells, and give us a thumb up. If you guys have any question, comments, positive, negative, you guys want to correct us, go for it. We're Brooklyn boys. We got tough skin. Thank you guys for your support and everything. And always remember, it's never a bad thing for a roll-up in wrestling.